Okay, welcome back to the next episode of the Sicklebar repair. And the last video I told you I was almost done, and I there was another side project I had to get done, and I'm decided to show it to you as part of this video as well. So this is my 1946 Allis-Chalmers C. Just 19 horsepower, but this little thing will do some work. And primarily I use it to mow around here, pull stuff around if I don't want to get the truck out there, anything like that. But been a great little tractor for me. Starts anytime. I can fire it up in the middle of the winter if I got to pull somebody out of the mud or something like that, and it just fires up like a champ. Great little tractor. Not a show tractor by any means. The steering's a little loose, so if I try to go in third gear on the road, it's a little bit sketchy. But just a great little tractor for me. The one issue is a previous owner did this. Cut a big chunk out of the drawbar, and I'm not sure why. They also added an aftermarket 3-point hitch, which I'm more than fine with. That's what I use to have a finished mower that I put on the back of this, and that's what I mow my 3 acres with. But the issue with that is I could put a drawbar on the 3-point hitch, and that works fine for most things. But if you notice the Sicklebar, which you can see out there, the weight's in the back. So this 3-point hitch will not force things down. It will lift things up, but when I hook the Sicklebar to this, all it does is pull these straight up, and I'm dragging the butt end of the Sicklebar. So I wanted to take this opportunity to come up with a solution for this drawbar issue, and I think I came up with something that should work pretty well. Basically, I took my 3-point hitch drawbar that used to mount between those 2 points, and hacked it up. I cut off the 2 ends, I cut off a couple spacers, and I came up with a design. I bought a 10-foot long piece of 2-inch by 2-inch by 1/4-inch angle iron. And basically what I'm going to do is mount a piece of angle iron down here using these same 2 bolts that the aftermarket 3-point hitch is attached to. Then I'm going to have a second bar that runs across here. I'm going to have 2 lengths that go from here back to there, and then the drawbar itself will be pinned here, run underneath here, and stick out to about there. I thought about this quite a bit because I didn't want to just bolt something here because there wouldn't be much support in this direction. This at least gives me a 9-inch arm to handle the moment that's imposed when you put weight on one end of that. And I mean, I'm not going to be towing huge things with this, so I'm not too worried about having to bend the crap out of anything. I also didn't want to put any more holes in this, so this cross member that runs this way is just going to have bolts here and here that clamp onto that. Yeah, so also don't really have much in the way of metal shop tools, so I had a good old time cutting all of this angle iron with a cutting wheel, and then used my 1/2-inch chuck Milwaukee drill and a whole bunch of different size drill bits to slowly work these holes up to the right size. And then as you can imagine, it was a great amount of fun cutting cutting this these drawbar, that thick metal with a cutting wheel. Good times. But I got it all done. I painted it up with some Rust-Oleum last night. It's relatively dry now, dry enough to go on here, and it can dry the rest of the way in place. It's not, again, not meant to look pretty. It's meant to do some work, and I just painted it so because I had some extra paint around and would like it to not rust in 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get this all bolted in place. Hopefully what I sketched up and put together in my mind works okay, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Thanks. Okay, finally got it all bolted up here for you. Let's see here. Came together pretty close to what I would want. As you can see, I have a good hard clamp there and here. This back rail is just clamped here, but it's not going anywhere. This post back here provides that stability in this direction. I had a spacer there like I expected to accommodate for this thickness. I did have to run back to Lowe's and get a longer bolt there. I didn't calculate right when I bought that one. These look like they're not going anywhere. I did add a stack of washers in here. I didn't have enough sections of this to put a piece in there as well, but to be honest, there's no way I was gonna cut this thing 2 more times. But yeah, I think it'll do what I want. It's in there, it's supported underneath, so when weight's sitting on there, it should be pretty good. And yeah, I think I'm happy with it. So for a $25 piece of angle, probably another 10 bucks in hardware, maybe 10 bucks in hardware, and then some extra paint I had sitting around. I'm pretty happy with that. So next video, I promise, will be the actual final video for the Sicklebar, and you'll see it all oiled and greased up, ready to go, hooked up to this thing, and I'll show you cutting some grass. So coming up. Thanks.